In today's video, I'm going to be helping you on information needed in order to fix your credit this 2025 so that you can do all the things that you want to do and don't stay stuck. Welcome to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Isaura Bru. I live in the Dominican Republic after 17 years of living in the United States. I work abroad. I have my own consulting, educational services company virtually here in the Dominican Republic, from which I make an income that sustains me and my family. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel because I'm always giving you guys information about working online, learning new skills so that you can do whatever you want with your time, which is the most important thing that we have. With this being said, let's just start by saying that after 2 years of dealing with people with bad credit and habits that keep them in the same place, I have realized that we have a lot of misinformation and a lot of missing resources when it comes to be able to fixing our credit ourselves or paying somebody to help us fix our credit. So in this video, I decided to talk a little bit about the negative accounts that people may have on their credit report, what they can do to fix it, how they can start, and just giving you a little tips that I have learned throughout this year so that you don't feel like you're not going anywhere and that if you have negative accounts you're going to go to jail, etc., because it's not. So first of all is what is on your credit report that is affecting you. You at this point might know that something is affecting you because if you stop paying, you know that an outcome is going to come after that. So with this being said is knowing that whatever you stop paying is going to go to late payment for 190 days. After that, your accounts are going to go to charge-offs. After that, they're probably going to sell that account to collection companies and they're going to start sending you letters. And after that, probably depending, they might stop or they might sue you. So you got to be ready for all of that. So how do you go about that? The most important thing in this, if you are in this circumstance, is responding to the collection agency that are sending you letters to your home. You have to respond with a validation of that. If you don't respond at any certain point, they will sue you and they can win because if you don't respond, you are in silence, and there's a law that protects the collection company even though they're doing shadow stuff that they're not supposed to do, and then they will win and they will take out the money out of your bank account and you don't want that. The account is going to go on default by the judge. There's nothing we can do in that part after that's done. So what is my recommendation? You are going to send a validation letter to the collection companies so that you don't get sued by these collection companies in the future for not being responsible. So make sure you send in the validation letter. I am going to give you a validation letter. If you click the link below, you're able to find that validation letter. You can purchase it from my digital product store, which now is going to be in English as well because I'm trying to help as much as I can people, not only in Spanish, which is my community that I do this credit restoration for, but also now in English because I feel this information is needed in English and Spanish and whatever language lives in the United States that can be affected by this. So make sure you're sending your validation letter. The second step is if they respond to you with statements, because they're going to be responding to you in less than 30 days, they must. Sometimes they send you statements. Statement is not a validation of that, because if you read the validation of that is on the link of my profile that you're going to be sending, then they have to send you specific items to validate the debt, including the original contract, which they don't have because they are debt collector. Debt collectors they purchase your account from the bank for less than $100 probably. If it's an account where you are owing maybe $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, then they go to you to try to get from you the whole amount when they didn't even give you the service in the first place. In order to validate a debt, they need the contract, and it's illegal for the bank to pass that contract to the collection agency. So that's the first step. to avoid them from continue communications with you and stop them from suing you. So those are very important things that you have to have in mind when you're dealing with this kind of situation. Responding to the debt collector, sending them the validation letter. They're going to respond probably with statements. You're going to send them a follow-up letter. So if you purchase that package, that's going to come with everything you need and instructions on how to send it so that you don't deal with these debt collectors no more. This information, guys, is very important. So I hope you're taking notes on this. After that, they probably gonna send that account back to the bank, so it's gonna stay there as a charge-off. Now, charge-offs, that's another story for another video, but it's important for you to know what to do with collection, because this can really damage your future. This can really damage even your paycheck, because if they put that account on default, then they're gonna be charging you directly from your paycheck, and we don't want that, right? Okay, so now let's talk about removing those collections from the credit report. Well, the first thing you have to have in mind is the next. If you have the collection reporting on your credit report, we have to remove that from your credit report. Yes, it's possible to remove collections from your credit report. First of all, you did not give them permission to put that collection on your credit report. Anything that's on your report has to be notified to you, and you have to accept. You have to give consent to them to put it on your credit. You give consent to the credit bureaus for the collection to be there? No. Do you give consent to the collection agency to put that there? No. So for that, you have the right to remove it because you did not give permission. Now, there's strategic ways that you can go about doing this, which I'm going to share with you guys in another video. But for now, this was a very important topic about collections and responding that I wanted to address in these specific videos, because upcoming videos about fixing your credits are coming up, and I just want to make sure I tell you and I give you an overview. So please make sure that you are checking your credit often, because it's always changing and sometimes people don't even know how to go about it. My best credit monitor, I will leave it in the link below, is my free score now. It's one of the best monitor. I use it with all my clients. I have over 500 clients, active clients, that we're working on fixing their credit, and it has so far been the best because it gives you the 3 bureau report, and it's very easy to understand. We'll be making a tutorial on that so that you guys know how you can go about understanding the negative items that are on your credit report, and you start taking action. Because if you have bad credit, where are you going? In the United States, if you don't have good credit, you are worth nothing, and you know that. If you want to build business credit, the basics is your personal credit. Even if you go about the options that business credit might have with not docs, and you don't even have to use your personal guarantee, you do need a good credit in most of the times, especially for SBA loans and all of that thing. So yes, personal credit is going to be very important. Learn how to do it. Stay tuned for my upcoming videos, so that even if you move abroad, like I am living in the Dominican Republic, you have your credit cards from United States that you can use here, and you don't even have to, go crazy about not having credit in the Dominican Republic, even though having good credit there and good income in the United States is going to help you build credit somewhere else, because that's how I'm building credit right here in the Dominican Republic as well. And now most of the places, for example, Dominican Republic, they take a look at your credit in the United States to see if you qualify for whatever loan, mortgage loan, car loan, or whatever you're trying to apply. So very important. Make sure that you get your credit monitor. Best one in the link in my description. You're going to be able to find it. And make sure you like this video, you share this video with someone that you think it can help, and make sure that you subscribe specifically on this playlist, which is about fixing your credit and making sure that you go to the next level with your credit, and you don't stay rullido, like I said in Spanish, for the rest of 2025. 2025, we're not going rullido. We are going to be blessed. We're going to have good credit because you're going to take the steps that are needed to fix it. Make sure that you subscribe, like this video, leave your comments, and make sure to purchase your debt validation letter instructions if you have collections, if you have received letters, so that you are not being sued by these crazy collectors out there. Thank you so much for the support, and I will see you in the next video.